It's your boy, and today I want to talk about the importance of doing. Believe it or not, there is a link to the little sequence you saw at the start, so I will explain. But this is a topic that I'm super passionate about and that's super important, so I hope you enjoy the video. The importance of doing has been recognised by thinkers and writers throughout history, such as Aristotle and Shakespeare. But my favourite quote comes from one of the most culturally relevant brands of our generation, Nike. Just do it. 3 words, so simple, but I think those 3 words will be relevant for decades and centuries to come. We've all had those moments where you think of a great new idea, great new business, great new product, but how often do we take the next step? There's a temptation to put off action. We want to have all the information, to learn more, to feel ready. There's a general tendency for acquiring expertise over rolling up your sleeves and putting in the work. I'm as guilty of this as the next person. I've got the overflowing bookshelves filled with books I spent hours reading, only to never put any of that knowledge into practice. Other areas of life show us how ridiculous this is. Imagine you wanted to play the guitar. Would you spend years reading about it and researching it? Or would you pick up the guitar and learn to play, getting better week after week until you've mastered it? Well, the rest of life is more or less the same. Putting off action prohibits your ability to ever realise your dreams. If you watched my first YouTube video, the goal of this channel was to become a better filmmaker. And within that goal, I wanted to make great content for brands that I love. Wray & Nephews is definitely one of those brands. So one day, while I was sat on this sofa, I was chilling, daydreaming about how cool it would be to make a cool video for a brand. And then I had the thought, like, what's stopping me? And realised there was literally no reason that I couldn't do it. I had a million excuses in my head, a million reasons to avoid the embarrassment, to avoid the work, but there was nothing legitimate stopping me. I was thinking about things like, I have no one to shoot, I have nowhere to shoot it, and the best one was my table is too short, it's too low down. Like, literally right before the video I decided my table was too low down, I'm not going to be able to shoot this. And then I just had to kick myself into gear and like realise that you just have to make things happen. And I put all those books that I have to good use to great use to make my table a little bit higher and got to shoot it. And you will have saw for yourself, the sequence is far from perfect. I didn't get a wide shot, I should have got a nice detailed shot of the body of Wray, but that's the beauty of taking action. Those are all things that I've learnt now and that I know now that I wouldn't have known otherwise. Without taking that action, imagine I could have walked into a situation where I'm being paid without having learnt those lessons and end up producing suboptimal work that could compromise my future ability to be a filmmaker. This is a concept that goes beyond filmmaking, even for those of you who are trying to get a promotion at work or get that new position, that pay rise. Action is critical, not only the action of talking to your boss and having that conversation that could be difficult, but the actions you take every day to show that you can do that next job. It's really hard to argue with a promotion if you're already doing the work. You want to start a business, you've written your business plan, but you need investment before you can get going. Even in this situation, there's still action you can take. If it's a restaurant, maybe open a food store first. If you're launching your new clothing brand, try selling on Amazon and eBay before you plan to open a brick and mortar store. Don't let massive ambition get in the way of taking action. Challenge yourself to continually take concrete action towards your goal. New Year's is coming up, that means it's time for us all to make grandiose statements about the things we're gonna do, whether it be losing weight, exercising, starting a business. But this year, I want to see you all commit to action, commit to doing one thing each day to get you closer towards your goals. I'll end the video with a question. 2020 is fast approaching. What are your goals and what are the actions that you're gonna take to get there? Drop that in the comments, like the video, subscribe, hit the little bell button so you know when the next video drops. Much love, peace.